But in order to get rid of the negative sign, if I move it to the other side of the fraction, I can put it as a positive. Okay. Now it is from this part of the problem that I find the restriction. So I don't have to worry about that x minus 2 to the negative 2 as part of my restricted domain. My restriction is when x plus 2 is equal to 0. Oh, so that's x equals negative 2. So x cannot be equal to negative 2. There's my restriction. Okay. Let me finish my simplification. So I like to write out these, if I had x minus 2 squared, I like to write them out separately because it helps me when I go to cancel sometimes. X squared minus 4 is x plus 2 times x minus 2. All of this over x plus 2 now. Now I can get rid of those common factors. And simplified, this is x minus 2 to the 1, 2, 3 power. Nothing in the denominator. So my complete answer is x minus 2 cubed with x not equal to negative 2. Okay. Ready to do a multiplier, or do you want to see another negative exponent? Yes. So I don't have to worry about this one right here. Oops. Don't have to worry about this one right here because it moved itself up. So I don't have to worry about it for restriction. The x plus 2 was left on the bottom of the fraction, so that's the one that told me where my restriction was. That's the only time you don't have to worry about something in the denominator, is when it's got a negative exponent to it. Okay? It's the only time. Okay. Now I'll do a multiply. A squared minus 4 over a squared minus 1 times a plus 1 over a squared minus 2a. This is, when I'm multiplying two fractions, remember I just multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, multiply straight across is what I do. So I can put everything in one big fraction. So this is a squared minus 4 times a plus 1 over a squared minus 1 times a squared minus 2a. Let me simplify these. A squared minus 4 is a plus 4 times a minus 4. Leave the a plus 1. A squared minus 1 here in the denominator, oh, that's a plus 1 times a minus 1. A squared minus 2a, I can factor an a out of there, and so that's a times a minus 2. Gosh, yes. You know what? I did this. Thank you. A squared minus 4 is a plus 2 times a minus 2. Whew. Gosh, it's crazy. All right, now what do I have as common factors? I got a minus 2. Those go away. And a plus 1 goes away. So this becomes a plus 2 in the numerator and a times a minus 1 in the denominator, but I need to think about my restrictions. Okay. So before I have factored those darn things out, like let's say right here, I need to get my restrictions. Okay. So here's my restrictions. A squared minus 1. set that equal to 0. So that's a squared equals 1. So a is plus or minus 1. So a cannot be plus or minus 1. Restriction number 1. Pardon me? Right here in the yellow, it says a squared minus 1. Whoops. Right here in the yellow.
Okay, so you went back up to
Yes. Yeah. I go back up to where I've made it all one fraction. It gets a little trickier when we're doing the divisions. Okay? And now I do the other one. The a squared minus 2a. So I set a squared minus 2a equal to 0. That's a times a minus 2 equals 0, which means a equals 0 and 2, which means my restriction is a can't equal 0 and a can't equal 2. When I factored a squared minus 2a, I brought that one down too. Both of those factors there in the denominator. If either one of those is equal to 0, then we will be dividing by 0. Okay? Oh, yeah. And now we'll do a divide. Remembering that division is just multiplying by the reciprocal. Ready? Okay, because this is pretty exciting. We got, no, I don't want to do that in yellow. I want to do that in black, or maybe dark blue. I don't know. A squared plus 2a minus 15. I don't know why I'm using a's.
Is this today's homework?
Yes. The multiplication and division are today's.
Damn it. I thought it was yesterday still.
I hope we didn't get your curse word on the video. I'm not going to repeat it. Yes, that's a curse word. It's pretty minor, but okay. Here we go. Division is multiplication by the reciprocal. So what I changed this problem to is a squared plus 2a minus 15 over a squared minus 16 times 3a minus 12 over a plus 1. Change that into a multiplication. Now I'll make it all one big fraction. Oh, yes, sorry. I'll factor the fraction on the left. Two numbers that multiply to give me negative 15 and add to give me 2. Got to be 5 and negative 3. So this is a plus 5 times a minus 3. A squared minus 16 is a plus 4 times a minus 4. 3 times a minus 12, 3a minus 12 is, I can factor out a 3 there. So that's 3 times a minus 4. And then I have an a plus 1. All in one fraction. So now, common factors, a minus 4. Anything else? Nope. Don't see any other common factors. So I will rewrite this. My answer will be 3 times a plus 5. I like to put the constant out to the left. Times a minus 3. All of that over a plus 4 times a plus 1. Now we got to figure out our restriction. Our restriction is going to be any possible denominator that we have in this problem. So when we started off, we had a division problem, and we had a squared